Hey guys, how's it going? This is Seth Williams from REtipster.com, and in this video we're going to talk about Class D properties. What is a Class D property and what do you need to know about it? We're going to cover all that right here. So what are some of the common characteristics of Class D properties? They're the least expensive, in the worst locations, and they come with the most amount of maintenance and issues. Some people even refer to these neighborhoods as war zone neighborhoods because, as the name implies, there's a lot of problems going on with these properties, and they may actually look like they're in the middle of a war zone. Class D properties have been lived in for a lot of decades. There's usually a lot of crime reported in these areas, and usually these properties are going to need a lot of help. Now, many residences in these areas are going to be very old homes, decades, sometimes even centuries old, and the tenant base who rents Class D properties is going to have the lowest income level. And in normal economic cycles, there usually won't be much appreciation from these properties unless significant gentrification occurs in the surrounding neighborhood. So why exactly do investors buy Class D properties in the first place if they have so many problems? Well, first of all, Class D properties can often be purchased at a huge discount and provide a noteworthy amount of equity without a huge investment. A lot of investors intentionally seek out Class D properties as their first investment simply because of the lower acquisition cost. And the prospective buyer or renter who seeks out a Class D property typically won't expect the highest standard of living, and while repairs will almost certainly be necessary, the total cost of these repairs may not be as expensive as some other property classes. For example, rehabbing an entire Class D property may actually be less expensive than rehabbing only the kitchen in some Class A properties. Now, some of the obvious downsides about investing in Class D properties is that, first of all, there's a higher likelihood of having inconsistent income with the more frequent tenant turnover. And crime levels can also prevent some people from wanting to live in these properties and neighborhoods. And Class D properties often require significantly more repairs just because of the deferred maintenance and older age of this property type. So now that we've covered the basics of this property type, it's important to understand that there's a lot of different physical and financial characteristics that can come into play when we're trying to classify a property like this. One key to remember is that everything is relative. A Class D property in one market should only be compared to other Class D properties in the same area. It wouldn't be fair to compare the Class D properties of, Brooklyn, New York with the Class D properties of Anderson, Indiana. It's just not a fair apples to apples comparison. So I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, you'll probably want to check out this next one, all about something called gentrification, which has a lot to do with taking certain class properties and actually changing it to a different class level over time. I think you'll find it pretty interesting. Be sure to check it out.